There we go. Testing. 2. All right. Yes, nice. Yo. Weird because there's chat on YouTube and there's also chat on my Google Hangout. Go grab another screen real quick. 1 second. Sorry. All right. Let's get this party started. It's kind of sad that 148 went through because that means that you can say this was a contingency plan and we were ready for you. This way, like 148 looks like bad cop, you know? It's like, oh, we did this because of this. But in actuality, it was going to happen all along. What up, Parasito86 and friends? So what charts do you guys want to look at? We got a few minutes here. A nice little sell-off. I'm looking at Brave New Coins Index. BLX, Bitcoin Liquid Index. No one really has access to this except like 5 people. So you won't be able to see this, but definitely saw a sell-off this morning. Not really sure if there's any impetus for that other than just high China madness. Let me just find. Just real quick. This is a 2x2 crypto watch. No real reason. And it obviously clearly retraced completely in China very quickly. Huobi, BTC, CNY, OKCoin, Finex, not quite so much. Yes, I don't really know what's going on with China. I'm pretty sure everybody's books are just thin, so things are going to be real nuts, like GDAX and Bitfinex will probably be fine because they're handing out Bitcoin Cash like it's Halloween over there. But in general, I think all the books are going to be super thin. Take a look at this on the 4-hour. It's kind of blah. Just look at this on low time frame real quick. Sell off. So yeah, like look at this volume. This is just an absolute nothing volume. How many coins was that? $200 coins or less than 200 coins. We'll say 500 coins conservatively. Drop the price. I don't know, $200. Let's see, $230 on 200 coins. Yeah, no one's on Coinbase right now. I was actually looking at the Coinbase Reserve. Let me pull this up. Yeah. If this is true, which it probably is, because Coinbase said they weren't passing out their Bitcoin Cash to anybody. The reserves just dropped off hard on Coinbase. This is probably just based on one or more addresses. I'm not really sure. Someone's asking, was it a double top on RSI? I mean, it could be. All this could be double top on the daily. I mean, just looking at cloud, I've never really seen a cloud this long on daily, this flat. You know, everything is completely flat. Kijun's flat. Tenkin's flat. That just says we're super sideways hard mode. Momentum's zero. That's what the daily's telling me. And daily RSI doesn't really tell me anything. I mean, we're at 50 essentially. Stoke, I can't read Stoke, so I can't really tell you. Not much going on overall. We're just waiting for this nonsense to be over with. I mean, yeah, if you look at that Wyckoff distribution chart that somebody was posting around, looks pretty viable here. But again, we have to wait, give it at least a week. I mean, if we see an explosion and then a strong pullback, that'll be real troublesome. Because that's the UTAD on the Wyckoff distribution. Upper thrust after distribution. Let me just pull it up. Yeah, see there's like higher highs here and then a second lower high. So this is the stuff we want to avoid because it's looking pretty similar right now. Even Nomad, who's a strong permabull, doesn't think it's Wyckoff distribution. I think it's too early to say. I don't think oscillators are showing exactly what this is showing. I'd have to look at OBV, but overall, I think we're fine for now. The other charts you want to look at, somebody was asking me about FLDC. Just unmerge, merge this down. Yeah, this is basically how every single altcoin chart looks right now, because it had the one thrust, and then it had the second, and now we're back to the previous zone. Basically at the 200 for all these coins. It's going to be super interesting if it bounces here, or if it just goes for months without doing anything. But basically every altcoin chart looks like this. XRP. Same, you know, here was the previous move. We're currently there. Doesn't really make me feel strongly about being in any altcoins. I'm in a few, but not for short term. Let's go back to the high time frame Bitcoin. So on the sell-off there, what time was that? 1:35. So we had, let's see, yeah, broke the 50. It's been a trap. Could have just been people panicking over nothing on a thin book. It could have been bots selling off. It looked like it was pretty much on every exchange. I think if you're trading this on margin right now, you're pretty brave. 23 minutes, my body's ready. Oh yeah, let's look at Ethereum. Come on, Luca. This is the one true coin. BTC will not be down more than 2,300. Core is going to take us to the promised land. I didn't even see this, but there's another triangle here on hourly. Let me just pull this up. So PGP said they weren't trading the Bitcoin Cash yet, but they probably are eventually. It's not, I don't think it'll be live, ready to go the moment it comes out, but they're certainly handing it out. And Potter said that they didn't have plans to at the moment, but they probably will. Let's be honest. I mean, it's in the exchange's best interest to offer products that have liquidity and people want to trade them. So you can't hate on the Potter for that. Just a business trying to make money. My guess is that he isn't necessarily a supporter of Bitcoin Cash. All right, let's draw some triangles here. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. I was talking about Adam Eve. We already broke that level basically. So really that idea is Dunsky. If you want to be generous, you can say this was Adam Eve, but the bigger Adam Eve was going to be this, but it didn't really materialize. Ethereum looks good. I mean, any of the large cap stuff connected to Bitcoin should look okay, because Bitcoin should pump, I think. Another cross on the hourly here. What's up, Kyle? No divs. to speak of. Really watching the 4 hour before, and you can see still hitting that 200 pretty hard. Nice 4 hour tweezer with a little time to go yet, I think, on that. Yeah, I don't think it's the same scenario between Ethereum and Classic, because that was, you know, that's like apples and oranges. That was a very unique corner case situation where Vitalium was created. The devs kind of followed that. The devs aren't really following the Bitcoin Cash situation that I know of. We just prep these for the 1 minute, so we're ready for the fork. I think we'll break 220 today on Ethereum. I mean, if Bitcoin pumps, we should. If Bitcoin pumps, we should easily break all-time high as well. I mean, China's pushing already. I don't know, is this a new all-time high for them? Pretty much, 2120. I think people want it to be the same as Ethereum Classic because that means that they'll make money pretty easily, but overall, I don't think it'll be similar. Stefan, the timer is, let me just Google. It's like 18 minutes. But if you just Google Bitcoin Cash timer, I like how Jordan Fish, Crypto Cobain made a timer. that's one timer anyway. 16 minutes. Is a rocket ship and a moon in the background? I don't think that's a good idea, but the last timer was the GDAX countdown. Absolutely crushed the price on that. Buy the rumor, sell the news. What up, Crypto Freedom? And everybody thinks alt's going to pump. That's why it makes me think alts aren't going to pump. I should probably send out this link to Twitter. I should get better at live stream before doing a live stream, huh, guys? All right, let's get a roadmap for Bitcoin. The one true coin. Just sucks I'm gonna have to chart Bitcoin Cash from now on. Bunch of bogus baloney. Yeah, I still think it's too early to buy alts with any definitive size. Did you guys see Polo made it on their terms of service? You can't be part of a class action lawsuit anymore. It's pretty funny. All right. If we drop, we're going to 2,376. I don't think we go much lower than that initially. So really it's just 200 and then horizontal levels. Again, I like triangle points. I like patterns, support resistance lines. And below that, it's kind of like here. We could squirrel around in this zone. Those are kind of the levels. We'll see if this inverted head and shoulders plays out because it looks good. The volume is there. That's like up here, that target. But again, the hard forks the hard fork. The altcoin creation is really changing everything. Yeah, how are those Bitfinex shorts doing? Let's take a look. Like 20,000 closed yesterday, and everyone was up in arms because the price didn't move. And Potter came out saying they claimed them. There's no issue here. Yeah. Yeah. This little ditty here. Yeah, China is pumping pretty hard. Yeah, so we dropped 24K in short, and very quickly. You can see it hasn't really adjusted at all since then. I like how China's becoming completely decoupled from everything. If you look at their, yeah, they were kind of fake shorts, weren't they? Not technically fake, but just the way they acted. If you look at the premiums on the futures markets right now, the quarterly premiums getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, of course it's going to make everybody money, but like piddly change on just general distraction. No, I don't have any good advice on exchanges. Honestly, they're all complete garbage, especially for altcoin trading. Okay, coin is pretty good for futures, but most people can't access that anymore. Tons of whale calls coming in on LTC longs right now. Let's take a look at LTC. He was just on TV too. Nothing's happening. Let's look at futures. Nothing's really happening. How many whale calls for that move? Give me a break. I still think there's a head and shoulders on this. Could see 31 easily on the quarterly futures anyway. Go back to Coinbase. This measured move still feels real. You know, something down to the 200 basically. 25. It's probably a good range for that. Yeah, Alberto, Omega 1 is an interesting concept. It'll be more interesting if it actually works and what their fees are going to be. I imagine their fees are going to be outpriced. I don't think it's going to be for little piddly people. It's going to be like large investors, millions of dollars type deal. I think if it works, it's going to replace the OTC guys, the over-the-counter people, because they can just go on the exchange and buy 3 million Ether, and it'll get filled for them through the Omega 1. Yeah, we were saying for ETH, should Bitcoin move up, ETH should follow, but if it breaks 200, that's really the most important thing on the 4 hour. All the levels are kind of there. just the tops basically. But if Bitcoin goes much higher, Ethereum is certainly going to follow, especially on GDAX. Those are kind of the levels that I'd watch. Yeah, on Polo, the loans are probably spiking all over the place. Pitchfork or die. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the pitchfork on ETH, there isn't really a great one. There's kind of a downward one that we basically broke. You can see it respects all these levels nicely. And this kind of rejects that bearish fork anyway. Let me just log in separately here. What up, Widespread? I just have you join the call. Hey, BDVL, what's going on? Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, loan demand on Polo. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like everybody thinks we're going in one direction. Everybody's doing one thing. Everybody's borrowing to short and then buying back, I guess, when the fork happens in 20 minutes, 8 minutes here. I mean, it's going to be complete madness because it's like day after Thanksgiving, you know? The doors open up. I got to pull up. They have Bitcoin Cash on here. I don't think they do. I don't know. Kraken's got a strong euro presence as well. I think didn't OKCoin suspend their Bitcoin Cash futures? That's what I read yesterday. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are in cash too, Stefan. A lot of people are in cash. Nothing wrong with that. But if we start moving up, I think we're going to see some FOMO action. Just completely decoupled. All right, so that's ETH. These are the levels I'm watching. Not rocket science, really. Does look good for up. It's got kind of a W here. And again, just like triangle points. And you can see it, it did return to that zone anyway, 222. But there's a bit of a tweezer top there at the moment. I don't think BTC is tanking. If you're on the minute chart, it's tanking. Everybody's got to zoom out and relax for a minute. Like, unless we're below 2,300, then there'll be time for concern. And by that, I mean I'll be buying. But other than that, there's really nothing to worry about. Best place to dump your Bitcoin Cash? That's a good question. I think you need to be on a Chinese exchange via BTC. That's one exchange that was promoting it anyway. Let me just go look it up. Brave New Coin actually has a lot of cool data. It's just really hard to find. No, I'm just in. I'm in hardware wallet mode right now. I saw it yesterday. I don't know the ticker that they're using though. Electron cash? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I agree. Widespread, it's going to be complete madness because the books are so thin. Just trying to find the pair with the chart somewhere. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, 097. Let's go to professional. We're a bunch of professionals here. Not much action yet, obviously. It's not exactly live. Yeah, this looks worse than Zeke did. Your brave soul, Startail, buying Bitcoin Cash when it's low. I think it's going to see lows for a long time. I think it'll try to be propped up by a lot of people, but I don't think it'll matter. I mean, me too, widespread, me too. I think extract Bitcoin Cash from the wallet. I'm not exactly sure yet, even with Trezor, on how that'll work. I'm just confident that it'll be there, waiting for me. One day when I want to dump it all. Like I said earlier, a lot of these exchanges, it's in their best interest to list any coins that people want to sell and trade. So it probably will be pretty quickly. What upcoming? Yeah, they might not have a deposit option for Bitcoin Cash, but they'll have a deposit option for Bitcoin. Two minutes. Till we're done to the core on the Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, there was a firmware upgrade on the Trezor recently. Don't really think anything's going to happen, guys, honestly. Famous last words. Rip, 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 rip. Block height. Yeah, I meant to look at like mempool stuff. Block size. Hash rate's going to be super interesting too. I think it's going to be, it's too early to see it though. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash is going to have some value early on. CV, I'm not sure how anybody can access the Bitcoin Cash yet on any hardware wallet. You have to look at that case by case basis. I'm sure they'll release some statement. Okay, this is it. Let's mine that Bitcoin Cash block. Bitcoin. We'll change here. Again, really love that inverted head and shoulders. Let's just go to And Hobie's Wobie. Okay, coin. Nothing's going on. Yeah, I don't have a site for the Bitcoin Cash. So if somebody can post that, I'm not really sure. See, like this, again, the book is completely empty. If stuff like this is happening, just complete retrace. I mean, the book should be empty, honestly. Who in their right mind is going to be trading this? And again, just going to be completely all over the place. Let's look at nice dump here. China, of course, leading. Why wouldn't they? I'm of the persuasion that all this is completely manufactured, and the Chinese are completely on board with this because they have all the miners. They want what's in their best interest. They don't want SegWit. They don't want cheap transactions. I also think they were filling the mempool to create a narrative that Bitcoin was broken and they needed to fix it. I guess we could look at the book. Some of the books anyway. Doesn't really matter. The books are going to be algoed pretty heavily. Did Kraken.com go down? That'd be pretty funny. Were they selling Bitcoin Cash? I think they might have, or they might have had a book for it. I can't remember. Can't keep up anymore between all the hard forks and all the exchanges. I mean, you can't blame the Bitcoin Cash people for trying to take things over. They just don't hate the player, hate the game, right? I mean, Ver's the crazy one. I like how Wu said that 148 was a failed altcoin. Oh, man. Yeah, so we dropped, let's see, 20K one from the highs a few minutes ago. I'll post the link in the chat here. It's at Crypto Watch 2x2. I know, it should have been on Crypto Alerts. It's kind of the last minute thing. I was so busy doing other stuff yesterday that people kept asking me because I mentioned it in one of the videos doing a live stream. But it's fine. There's like 5 live streams going right now out there. So it's whatever. Long and short margin hasn't changed. I feel like for the most part, whoever wanted to get rid of their short got rid of it here. Anybody paying attention? Short's building a little bit. Here goes China. China! Let's see there, the volume on that. 2K coins so far in the 5 minute. Yeah, if you ever want to separate the volume, you can just unmerge it. So all I did there was click this down arrow and unmerge up, down, whatever. That way you can actually see the values on the trading view. I also like to darken these because they're brighten them up a little bit because they're really dark for some reason. Come on, China. That's all you got? That's all you got, China? 2K coins? That's it? Truck's already completed the snapshot. That's cool. Thanks to fun. I'm just shooting the breeze with all y'all. Guys, are alts back yet? Did alts come back? Of course not. Yeah, it looks like somebody sold 1K coins exactly at, let's see, what time was this? 12:20, basically. You know, there's 2 ticks of nothing. And Gambit's moving. Gambit's an interesting coin. That is my grandmother too, Rustin. Yeah, we should probably check the BTC ticker. Hasn't moved. Not really sure what that's about. Looks like it sold off a little bit. I don't know. It's really, there's no book here. I mean, you said Kraken was down. Cloudflare incoming. I love it that these exchanges go down the moment anybody with like scale wants to access them. You know, like lots of people. So you know we're still in the early days. No, BCC is not Bitcoin Core. It's Bitcoin Cash. Tonevase is live as well. Bunch of shorts on quarterly futures. Had some memes scheduled. Currently live. Yeah, just trying to be in China here. Not much else to say. Is it on Bittrex? Bitcoin Cash on a book? They said it's not added yet. No. Corn still corning. This is a low time frame, the minute chart, kind of a bear flag situation. That's just China. The West is like, whatever, don't care. I got up for nothing. Ed, the site is tradingview.com. This is Crypto Watch. Oh, that, yeah, that was TweetDeck. TweetDeck, sorry. TweetDeck's amazing. If you don't know what it is, it's free, use it. It lets you separate everything into columns so I can see multiple stuff at once. You know, news, crypto news, traders. This is for whale calls feed, and then everything else. Good old Barry. Gotta love him. Yeah, it's not on. It's not on Bittrex yet. Bitcoin Cash. Also, now selling it now would be a bad idea. Everybody wants to sell it now. If you want to sell it, everybody's selling. Do you think you're going to get a price that's worth anything? No, I think long term it's going to be worth more than it is now. Not by much, but it'll be worth more. What we need is an altcoin index. So I'm really excited to see. Looking back at Ethereum. Ethereum a little life in that 1220 action. Sometimes this index lags on low time frames. It's got a lot of data it's going to process, I'm assuming. Yeah, just like generally nothing happening here. Anybody have I guess I go to Polo for that. Have a link for, yeah, we get it. I don't care. Link for Bitcoin Cash, block height or anything? Yeah, last half the alts are green at least. More than half, probably 3/4. Yeah, non-action basically. The West moving up, China moving down. No surprise there. Yeah, just basically a non-event. Some volatility in China. I think there'll be more volatility leading up to SegWit even. I mean, it's still early. This is like NFP. I think we're going to see stuff an hour or more after it. It'd be interesting to see if that Coinbase soft wallet, I'm blanking on the name, their wallet fills back up. SegWit's are on August 8th. If we go to xbt.eu, says it's due August 8th. Part of it is the drop couldn't happen because, again, no one's on the exchanges. Everyone is waiting for that sweet, sweet Bitcoin cash. Did you feel the infusion, the bailout, essentially? I'm going to call it the minor bailout. Somebody was talking about the Coinbase snapshot. So they have everybody's coins, right? They have like 300,000 in cold storage or something. So what are they going to do with their coins? You know, are they going to just dump them one day, or they're just going to hold them? If they were smart, they'd like OTC them to somebody. Yeah, guys, nothing's happening. It's dropped like what, $100 maybe. Again, the book. Look at the volume. Is that right? It's dropped $100 on 30 coins. Let me break. Stamp at least 70 coin sell. Stamp's book's probably thicker than GDEX at the moment. A huge bull trap for alts, maybe. What does the cloud say about the fork? Yeah, I was saying the cloud on the daily. China still doing nothing. Cloud on the daily was flat as flat could be. No momentum whatsoever. But a good long entry is definitely this TK cross. When it occurs, it might be a couple weeks out at this point. It's because there's non-action generally. But again, the volume here. As soon as we get anything with volume, then you can start saying Bitcoin's dead. Satoshi's dream is gone forever. To track your alt portfolio, a lot of people use Coinigy. Not my favorite. I don't really like their UI. Yeah, I mean, we could pierce into that cloud. I was kind of toying with this harmonic as well. I didn't post it because it doesn't really make any sense. But there could be something there. I don't know. That's really iffy. I'm gonna find. Here we go. What's this? Hey, look, it's down. Block height. There's no way I can look. Is VIA still signaling up till 4 minutes ago? That's interesting. BTC fork monitor.info, thanks. No chain split detected. Current height. This doesn't really help me much. Like I was looking for a hash rate, if anything. Yeah, I agree. Let's drive completely off its rocker right now. Yeah, this will definitely make for an interesting video. Watching all the exchanges decouple from each other. If we look at, I don't know if it'll be live yet, but breakdown here. Yeah, so China's got like a $50 premium, Japan $50 premium, South Korean won $20 premium based on this as of 12:36, 2 minutes ago. LTC's up. Strat. Let's see what else we got here. Ethereum up pretty hard as well. Okay, that's useless. LTC. It looks like big winners were Ethereum and LTC at the moment. Strat, somebody mentioned that. ARC plus 40%. I don't even know where that is. Lee, the snapshot should have occurred on everything, including Trezor, although I didn't see anything from them. You can always look at their Twitter, see if they've said anything about it. Read the article. Boo, boo, boo. Trezor wallet support. We can send your Bcash out of Trezor if needed. Release will be announced. So it looks like you can access it. I'm not really sure how or where. I'm not going to pull up my hardware wallet. So, but looks like it's there. And yeah, if you want to move stuff off your hardware wallets, it's happened. Everyone hoping for the for the alt moon. that they were promised. Yeah, I mean, don't take my word for it that it's okay, but definitely check their Twitter. Ledger. Looks like Ledger also has their hard fork Bitcoin Cash live. Yeah, not really much happening. Nice W on the minute here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with that Polo terms of service change. That is an interesting chain of events. It's either meaningless or you should do what I do and get out of there. I think the dominoes are going to fall. They're going to be levied with some fines. No doubt that there was some Mt. Gox stolen coins sent to Poloniex, amongst other things. Regulatory stuff can't really keep up with the ability for crypto to move so quickly without being traced, essentially, on some of these coins. It's privacy coins. So I think we're going to see a lot of ban hammers for the exchanges coming. Yeah, I'm real curious if that'll stand up in the court of law. You said you couldn't sue us, so now we win, even though we messed up real bad with whatever they're doing. Polo BTC. I think just in general, like, again, exchanges, I wouldn't leave your stuff there. I would leave it off if you can. Again, it goes back to the thing: you don't own the coins if you don't own the keys. So if something goes wrong with Polo, you can't say that you didn't know better. I mean, everybody wants to trade there and make money. I get it. There's a risk that you're taking there. That's always the argument for leverage. Leverage is sort of counterparty risk eraser, because trading on leverage means you need less overall to trade on an exchange. So if you're trading 10x, you need 10 times less of anything to trade. It's assuming it's worth trading leverage for any of these altcoins on Poloniex, but the point is you don't put your entire savings on Poloniex. Oh yeah, Chris, I don't know if it was you or somebody else. I haven't looked into that much, but it's a very good point. Margin for alts, Bittrex, maybe 180. I forget the values for the for the 24-hour EMAs. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I mean, all the exchanges are just going to get hit one by one, especially if they're trading unregistered security ICOs because they're unlicensed, whatever, money changers. I don't know the term. I'm not a lawyer, but it's going to be some interesting times ahead if SEC decides to play whack-a-mole with the exchanges. Yeah. Nothing going on. China, somebody in China is trying to sell, make something happen. I expect this to fully fill the gap back up. to this zone easily. No worries there. Yeah, it could be, Albert. I mean, Bittrex is after Polo, if not first. They're just gonna hit all these folk. Yeah, future's doing nothing. Likely to completely fill that gap back up $100. You can see it already pretty much has on this drop. Filled that completely in one candle. I mean, you can always trade on GDAX, Coinbase, Kraken. Anybody that requires KYC AML is where you're the safest, because at least they have some sort of registration. No change in long shorts, I bet. Well, that was fun, right? It's funny, nobody can trade any of this because no one wants any of their stuff on exchanges. And nobody's sure how to get their Bitcoin Cash. Nobody's sure where they can sell it. Oh, you're in Bitcoin Cash futures? I thought they canceled that. Let's see if there's the link. I'm pretty sure they halted that yesterday or the day before. Livecoin. Come trade on Livecoin, a smaller altcoin exchange. I had the VBTC chart up and it wasn't going anywhere. Let's take a look. Who's pumping? Great. That's awesome. Again, what does anybody care? They got it for free. Everybody has a copy of what they have. Yeah, it'll destroy cryptocurrencies in the long run, make Ethereum stronger. But who cares? It's free money. Doesn't look like it's going up to me. Yeah, Luis, you could move them back as long as your hardware wallet or whatever made the snapshot. Ledger and Trezor should have by now. Their Twitter said as much as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this looks like any altcoin launch, folks. No surprise. Good question, Buds. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm guessing it doesn't mean anything. I think they're just going to scare some people away, which is fine. Just a blip of nothing. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash on Trex happened a while ago. Yeah. Widespread. That's what I was thinking. Like, what's their floor going to be? They're just going to absorb everything. Yeah, it's not moving, guys. Nothing's happening. Likely because, like someone said, you can't send it there yet. So the only Bitcoin Cash on via BTC is from snapshotted Bitcoin, at least to my knowledge. And the BTC ratio, nothing's going on. Yeah, who's ever borrowing on Polo is pretty silly considering what's happening here. Oh, we got some movement. Start reading this on the 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect much to happen. Bitfinex is gonna list it, and then everybody and their brother is gonna sell it off. Non-event overall. Ethereum moving back up here. Shocked I am not. Good targets for Ethereum are still in the 300s. Like 320, 300, 299, something like that. Some rising wedge action, bear flag action here. On the minute on Huobi. Almost back to highs on GDAX. As the world can now take a collective sigh of relief that nothing actually happened. Yeah, Pierre, it's probably Sybil attack. It's probably not real nodes. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. And it's down. Isn't that just great? Anytime I want to see anything, it's down. Bit nodes, Tony? Yeah, widespread. That is a good question. I think long term, there's going to be more people buying Bitcoin just because they have access. You're not going to see Bitcoin Cash on Coinbase ever. That's a the autistic people are smart people, smarter than me. So I wouldn't call Bitcoin Cash autistic. Adam, for LTC, again, we were talking about a head and shoulders for a long time now. It sort of meandered around that neckline on Coinbase on the higher time frames. I've been looking at this for a while. Volume profile is certainly there. You can see descending volume profile, that's what you want. It kind of didn't really do anything though. So it's hard to say. Again, any pattern that's ending on this date, August 1st, this event, non-event, is going to take a lot more precedence, priority than any pattern will. Oh, it's a call all the way. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I think we hit like 2-something viewers, 200, 220. Pretty good for announcing it the day before. Yeah, I expect all the exchanges to have super slow login times and delays and hit the market like the least opportune time when no one can sell it off immediately. So that way the big boys can sell it off first. You know, Joe Schmo is not going to have easy access to a Bitcoin Cash market immediately. They're certainly going to make it like that. Yeah, let me send you my Bittrex login real quick. See if you guys can log in for me. I'm a little busy streaming. They have registered. They are safe. I mean, that's what we all want to believe, right? We all want to hope that everything's legally sound, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. If you don't own the keys, you don't own the coins. Yeah, so LTC just doing a bunch of nothing at the moment. And it bounced pretty nicely. The daily cloud, I was saying watch for this TK cross, which hasn't technically occurred. You can see it started in March and it just keeps going. But if it's a cross, close your longs. If it's not a cross, keep them open. And if it's a cross, recross, reopen the longs. But now you're running into the lagging span hitting price. Anytime you see that for an extended duration, that's when things slow down. And again, just like Bitcoin, this is flat. So that generally means momentum's flat. And when you see a large cloud like that, it just means we've been sideways for a long time after moving up really quickly. Yeah, I mean, there's no way that an ICO that gives everybody an airdrop can do well till like a year or more out. That's all my own opinion. Anybody who doesn't know any better is going to want to sell immediately. Going to want to get rid of it. Think they're going to make more money selling as fast as they can. Ethereum doing things. See the China moving up slowly. Yeah, Trex logins are slow at the moment. Just looking for futures so I can watch that as well. Here we go, quarterly. They had like a $100-something pump exactly at the 1220 mark, pretty much. Yeah, Adam, it's certainly possible people are, flocking to other stuff because of the trouble, but most people I think just don't care, honestly. I think the large holders are like, whatever. China can do its thing. Bobby Lee went on Bloomberg Asia yesterday. Litecoin should be exploding right now. Vinny told us that we should sell it all. Sell all the Bitcoin, move back in with our parents. My analysis for ETH. A while back, I posted this ETH chart showing that after hard forks, ETH has done nothing but go down, essentially. Those hard forks were because of the DAO and because of other reasons, DDoS. So that could be part of it, but hard forks in general for Ethereum haven't been good for the price. So we'll see what Metropolis brings, if anything, when it finally does occur. People dumping BitConnect. Poor BitConnect. Innocent bystanders. Guilt by association, pretty much. Is Ver tweeting anything? Let's take a look. Roger or Woo. What is it? Is it 9 p.m. in China? Okay, no mention of the failed Bitcoin Cash experiment. Also love this. Whatever. First they're too expensive, then they're too cheap, then the mempool's full. I mean, Woo's silent. Silent Woo is silent. Let's see if problem Rob. Didn't really talk about much. Not much to say, really. Nodes. Yeah. Bunch of fake nodes. I don't know if we have Bitcoin Cash hard fork. Beep 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 beep. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. I don't know if they update live on CoinDance or not. Bitcoin nuts. New nodes all the time. I don't see more ABC nodes than core nodes. Whatever the hell they're calling themselves. So many nodes. So many nodes. Now, Land, I'm just going to hold it. There's no place to really sell it anyway. Kraken's still down too. Because that'd be great. Let's see that Cloudflare. Yeah, I'm sure they're down. Send the news. Oh, Kraken's up. All right, that's LTC, ETH. Any other charts you guys want to see me talk about before I go back to bed? Let's just look at ETC. All right. Oh yeah. Ripple at a nice bump. All right, let's talk about ETC. Yeah, it's like I was saying in the video, it's still really wants the zone up here. It's pulled back nicely. It's at the 200, just like most of the alts at this point. On the daily, we could see another edge to edge on the way up. I don't really like those plays because I feel like once it's worked once, It's tough for me to justify the reversal, but it's certainly possible that it goes right back up to the Kijun here at 00868. I'm just holding it. There's no reason to trade it. I think this is one of those charts that's kind of un-TAable because it's going to have some fundamental events. Barry's going to pump the hell out of it. So is it a buy? Yeah, but if you're gonna hold for like more than 3 months, you know. That's my general view on most of these alts right now. For Lisk, let's take a look. Lisk, similar situation at the 200. Looks good for reversal. Just want to get cheeky with some harmonics. Something like that on the daily, certainly possible. You can see how the cloud's thinning out here. Support resistance isn't really there, meaning it has an opportunity to shoot back up. But there's a partial harmonic here for sure. Sloppily drawn. But again, like, you don't need me to look at the chart and say, oh, it's at the 200 to know what to do there. It's either going to bounce or it's not. Is it a good buy point for all of these? I mean, yeah, just because it's at the 200. If you believe in these alts, but again, this is all the altcoin charts are going to look. Cloud's going to be price is going to be below cloud. It's going to be at the 200. Yeah, I do. This is doubled cloud. I mean, we can look at singled. I think Lisk, there's enough data to be confident that you're okay with that. I mean, this just fits my narrative even better as far as shooting through that Kumo twist on the daily. Something like that. To 0015. It's a good zone. Konami's platform launch is coming later today on the day of the fork. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, Via was like bouncing hard the other day when I was looking at it. Yeah. Again, it's at the 200 below the cloud. Kumo twist coming up. Certainly an opportunity for being back in the promised land. Again, same thing with that harmonic. Looks exactly the same. Not really rocket science. Something like that to 78K, something like that. But again, is that big enough move? So I guess it could double from here. Certainly worth holding for a little while if you believe there. DGB looks a little sadder than all the rest, but the potential upside on DGB is way bigger than most things. Again, at the 200, look at this. This is what you want to see. This is what I want to see when I'm buying something. Bouncing on support several times. I'd much rather see a capitulation wick, so a really long wick. This is probably good enough here. This one. But the upside for this is half of the whole move, so 1400. Whatever half of this is. Yeah, 15. 15, 18. Certainly possible. If it starts to go into the cloud, that's another good sign. You can see it's already gotten the bullish TK cross here. So as it shifts into the cloud later in the month, that'd be a good sign for up, and away at 15. Factum. Can I see Konami on TradingView? I don't think I can. I really need to add the Bittrex charts. Back to the same story at the 200. Bunch of reversals, bunch of wicks. Has a chance to go right through cloud. Kumo twist. Barry's pumping Bitcoin Cash at CoinDesk. I don't think so. I thought he was making fun of it. UBIQ, what's that one? Where can I see that one? Bittrex probably. I'm not going to log in. Bittrex UBIQ. More Cloudflare? Okay. UBQ. Damn. Some pumpage here on the 30-minute, right? Daily. Yeah, at support. Bunch of bounces, bunch of wicks. No surprise there. Certainly looks fine for up. You can see this is essentially 50% of this move. That's where it stopped. Do you have a link for the blocks you're looking at, Chris? Music coin. I really hate Bittrex. You're the only one. The CLUD settings are. I'm not sure where you can look at it on the ICN, guys. You have to help me out with that one. Bittrex is just being slow. Not sure. Potcoin. 420 is far away, bruh. ICN is only on Kraken. All right. Well, let's load her up. There was ICN. ICN. It's like a big ask here. Tough to really say. I mean, this is any strong reversal point's always a horizontal zone. So 14. If it breaks 1430, expect it to go higher for sure. You can see there's a big block here on a wall on the order book, but Breaks that zone, it can go higher, definitely. How is the price higher than the book? Doesn't make any sense. 1283, the price is 1273. I don't know what's going on there. UVQ, I just looked at that one. Right? That one was bouncing on the 50% retrace, basically. Zeke. Zeke I'm holding long term. I believe in the Zeke. You can see it never got above the daily 200. Strongly below 200 on the 4-hour. Just dying death. Trying to reverse. No real signs of life though at the moment. Golem. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to reverse anytime soon. Same thing with Golem. I mean, there's a W on both of these, but is it anything I want to get into based on that? No. You can see there's a triangle here, so this would be the first target. And then the 200. If it's below the 200 and the cloud is this downtrending for this long, not a fan. Yeah, UBQ, I was saying it's at pretty much what all these look like. They're at support on the 200 on the daily, if they've been around long enough for that. So that's about 50%. Now they're at the 50% retrace of any down move. As far as a buy is concerned, like I was saying, it's what I want to see when I'm looking for buys, bouncing on support. No. But I don't think buying right now is super smart if you're not already in a lot of these, because it's a pretty big gamble that things are going to turn around. A lot of these charts do not look good. Decred. Yeah, Decred, same thing. Bouncing on the 200 at support. Generally a good buy. Just if you're trading like bare bone basics, you're buying support, you're buying 200. Club doesn't look great, but that's with everything. The cred actually looks more decent than the rest of them. The reason I say that is because you can see it's basically a pennant, a bullish pennant here. The longer this holds, the more likely it is to bust up. So a measured move on that is just the flag down. So around 04 on the cred, 0.04. Yeah, I was looking at ICN. Just assume everything is at the 200 EMA on the daily. Should have enough data. Or it's at the 50% retrace of its previous move. Every alt is at its support right now. So traditionally, those are all buys, but I don't really see it for me personally. If I'm not already in something, I'm going to wait. Again, NEM. I was saying I was excited about it on some time frame, wasn't I? This is the wrong exchange. I wish they'd get rid of garbage exchanges like hit BTC. Here we go. Looking at it on the daily. Was I on the daily or was I on the 4-hour? I think it was a 4-hour. Yeah, 4-hour. Pretty rangy overall. But on the doubled 4-hour, I like that it's above the 200. I like that the cloud is bullish. on everything. Maybe not the TK at the moment, but you can see again, nice W here. It's at 50% of something. Let's see. %50 of the entire move, basically. So if it breaks that resistance, it can push through much higher. I'm not in them right now, but it looks pretty good. It looks better than most of the alts do anyway for reversal. Oversold on the 1 hour and 4 hour. I don't see that it's oversold. Just looks meh to me. No direction one way or the other. Again, ETC. I don't remember why I had this arrow here, but oh, this, yeah. So it's saying one edge to edge already happened. I usually don't gamble and hope for the second one on the way back up. But this is one way to see that. Certainly a possibility. Not out of the question. Bounce on the 200. Do you have a link for that BCC futures? Because I couldn't find it. Oh, pumping when nobody can sell it. It's like, what do they think is going to happen when people can actually sell it? And can they really sustain longevity? Yeah, you got to send me a link for the futures because I'm not sure. XCP. I guess it's at the 200. A little worse. Below the 200. You can see, first thing I'm seeing is just volume is nothing. Bit of a div as well. Lower lows, higher lows on RSI. That's nice. If momentum is there, certainly go back through here. This is probably the most convincing harmonic that I'm about to draw of all of them. Yeah, something like this. Seven, 8. Pay on Bittrex. Favorite way of searching for Bittrex. 10x. Bunch of nothing on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Can't. Okay, back to the hourly. So hit resistance on this horizontal. You can see again any sort of consolidation area. Endpoint is always a cliff. You can just think of it as. No, horizontal. And again, this is support resistance here, so it's kind of at that point. Upside would just be whatever this measured move is. From this point. Certainly looks like a healthy reversal, but I don't know much about Bitcoin at all. Yeah, same with DGB. Looks good for reversal more so than anything else, I think. Because it hit the 200. Not more so than anything else, but it hit the. You can see how many days it just stood here. It had a chance to break down for like a week, right? What was this? More than a week. 11 days. Just sat there. So upside is 50% of the entire move, which is 1,500. For Ethereum, this is ETHUSD. I was saying that I like these zones, horizontals, or endpoints of support resistance. There's even another one, just sort of triangle. Nothing super definitive, but you can see it broke out of the downward pitchfork, downtrending pitchfork. It certainly looks good on the cloud and the hourly. Daily, there was a concern that it was going to keep bouncing down from the cloud and kind of be squeezed in between here. But there is a Adam Eve pretty nicely on the daily here. Just that sort of situation. That's usually a pretty good bottom. And again, I was saying, like with ETC, if you want to be risky, you can gamble on the edge-to-edge trade here up to 275. So a nice $55 move. All right, guys, that's all I got for now. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the questions, keeping it lively. Our last look at Bitcoin, bunch of nothing, non-event. I think we're going to see repercussions a little down the way here. But right now, until SegWit's activated and everything else is online, I think it's too early to really analyze anything much further. That's it. That's all we got. That's all she wrote. Yeah, definitely will consider it, Tony. No, gotta ask me in the PMs, Noah. Yeah, we'll see. Bitcoin Cash, I don't know. All right, guys, take care. See ya on Twitter.